here is part of a bus timetable, and we can see that the buses stop at 4 stops, and there are 3 different buses there. Okay, so bus 1, bus 2 and bus 3. Mr. Rightwell wants to go to Ledworth. He catches the 10:09 bus at Nibstock. How long will his journey take? So the answer for this question should be given in minutes, hours, seconds, because it's asking for how long. Now I'm going to do some highlighting. So he wants to go to Ledworth. He catches the 10:09 at Nibstock, so I'm going to highlight that so I can see that he gets the second bus. So his journey starts at 10:09 and ends at 11:19. So you can use the timeline, you can draw it on the right, like I have done, and then find out how many minutes there are between those 2 times. Mrs. Blott lives in Penton. She has to be in Inkwell by 10:30. Which bus should she catch? Okay, so again, I'm going to highlight she's in Penton. Okay, so she has to get either one of those 3 buses. Now, see how she has been in Inkwell at 10:30, so she needs to get there before then. Okay, so she can't get there at 10:41 because it's after 10:30. She can't get there at 11:09 because that's also after 10:30. So the only bus she can get is the 8:38 bus, which arrives before 10:30. Here we have a two-way table. This table shows how many children own dogs and cats. Fill in the missing gaps and answer the questions below. So the first thing we must do is fill in the missing gaps. So I'm going to have a look at the boys column first. I can see that 38 boys have cats and the total is 125. So how am I going to find out how many boys like dogs? We do 125 subtract 38, which gives us 87. So 87 boys have dogs. Okay, now I can find out the total of the children that have dogs by adding the boys and the girls. So if we do 87 add 44, you can see that 131 children have dogs. Okay, now let's look at the total. So the total is the total number of children that have dogs. Okay. Now we know the total number of children that have dogs and cats is 245. So to find how many children have cats, we do 245 subtract 131, which is 114. Okay. Now let's find out how many girls have cats. So I'm going to look at the cats row. So the total is 114. So we subtract away the 38 and we get 76. So to find the total number of girls, we do 44 add 76, which gives us 120. Now, how many more boys have dogs than girls? So I'm comparing the dogs here. So I'm going to look at the dogs row, and I can see that 87 boys have dogs and 44 girls have dogs, and I'm going to compare them. So how many more boys have dogs? How will you work that out? Use the bar model to support you. How many more girls have cats than dogs? So here I'm comparing the girls. So I'm looking at the girls column, and I'm going to circle the dogs and cats there. Okay, now we want to find out how many more girls have cats than dogs. Use the bar model to support you. And how many more children have dogs than cats? Again, we are comparing the number of children here in total. How are you going to find out how many more children have dogs than cats?